Again, The Mummy. The 2017 one. I didn't see this one, and I heard it was bad. I heard it was really bad. So let's see how bad this one is. Let's begin. The end of Halloween, of Nostalgia-ween, and we have Cinemassacres, the angry video game nerd.
Word for your mommy.
Bill! What do you mean? You can't kill Bill! Oh! Well, that was an old thing.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. And do I really have to? We have to.
Yeah.
This is The Mummy with Tom Cruise.
I was kind of looking forward to this, but yeah, I didn't expect it to be good.
This was supposed to be the big start to, what else? A cinematic universe. One Universal wanted to create with its classic monster movies. Because everything has to be a goddamn universe now. Christ, I'm surprised the Teletubbies don't have a cinematic universe.
Don't give them ideas.
Oh shit! Damn it!
The film bombed, throwing their future dark universe films into question. I really wanted to talk about this movie because, in some respect, this comes full circle.
What?
Okay, it's a very shittily drawn circle, but it's still a circle.
Did you just make up the word shittily?
My point is, Universal invented the shared universe concept in the 40s. Crossovers, verses, team-ups, all these were originally done with the classic Universal monsters.
Yeah,
Marvel
true.
and everybody else is technically copying what they started. But as films like Freddy vs. Jason, Civil War, and Batman vs. Superman became popular, suddenly Universal wanted to jump back on board. So now, ironically, Universal is copying Marvel and all these other films, forgetting that Universal was the one that came up with this idea to begin with.
And that's all this movie is. A copy. A copy of every overused cliche in current cinematic universes trying to set up the next 5 movies rather than focusing on making one good one.
I actually wanted to see this movie succeed because I want the Universal monsters to continue in some way.
Yeah.
They're not as popular nowadays as they should be, so it's important to bring them back in the public minds. It's like Batman or James Bond. We all have our favorite actors who played the roles, but we still accept different versions, and the best ones can create new timeless interpretations.
Yeah.
Does this film do that?
I think you know the
I
answer.
know the answer.
Yeah, you know
Let's
the answer.
dive into the Dark Universe's Mummy.
Look at this. They're already declaring it the Dark Universe. Ooh, we're so excited. There's going to
Wow.
be more of something that we don't even know if we like yet.
Followed by a quote because they just want a quote.
Yeah, they always do that to make films seem more important. Hey, how about this for a more fitting quote?
This movie's gonna suck.
With advertising.
It opens with Medieval Knights.
Oh god, it's Transformers 5! Kill it with underperforming ticket sales!
Too late. Wait, now we're in present-day England? Does this film even know what film it is?
Well, we gotta show Russell Crowe is in this movie. Just to cut immediately away from him.
Oh, now
we're in Egypt?
Thank God, I almost forgot this was a mummy movie.
The story hasn't even been set up yet, and there's already 2 scenes you can cut. Did someone paste over a draft of the script without erasing part of the other draft?
Princess Amunet. Beautiful, cunning, and ruthless.
The mummy this time is not Imhotep, but rather Princess Amenet, which is a welcome change. Before, all we had was the Bride of Frankenstein and
Yeah.
maybe Dracula's daughter. It was kind of a sausage fest, you know? In most incarnations of the story, there's usually a mummy princess. This is just putting the mummy princess in the spotlight, making her the main monster. She has her own unique style and would look cool in a lineup of other monsters. So this is not a bad starting point.
I mean,
The problem is, everything else about her makes no goddamn sense. In this one, it's not a forbidden love that forces her to give up her soul. It's because a baby brother is born, stopping her from becoming queen. So she uses the same spark effect you literally just saw to, quote, get revenge. Yeah, that's how they put it.
Now in revenge, she made a choice to embrace evil.
Revenge? For what?
I don't know. Revenge against the baby for literally being born?
But
Okay. Okay, she kills the kid and the mother and the pharaoh. What happens next?
She vowed to bring Set, the god of death, into our world in the body of a mortal man. Together, they would take their vengeance upon humanity.
What? Where did that come from?
I have no idea what this chick is about.
First she wants to be queen, then kill her brother, then bonk a demon, then kill the demon to release the demon to take over the world?
That's like saying after Bruce Wayne's parents died, he wanted to become Batman, open a flower shop, become a disco dancer, and create 3 new ice creams. One motivation is enough.
Yeah.
After becoming the Enchantress, she stopped before she can unleash her devil boyfriend, or however that was supposed to work, and she's mummified.
Her body carried far
You know,
Yeah, no shit, Bar. It's friggin' Iraq. They make it look like a small stroll, but Iraq's a little bit of a skip. But not far enough to keep the infestation of Tom Cruise's away. He plays Sergeant Rick Morton, who's supposed to be doing advanced recon.
We are not looters. We are liberators of precious antiquities.
Now, usually I'd say, who cares? Just get to the mummy already. But you know what? He's representing America's troops. So I do care. I want to see how they're represented here.
Command thinks we're doing advanced recon 100 miles from here. Haram is what's down there. Treasure. The command will know where we are. And we'll do 20 years in Leavenworth for looting.
Piss on your corpses, you disrespectful shitbags.
I don't get it. Why can't it just be archaeologists, like all the other films?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. The ethical question of how much do you uncover for science and or greed fits perfectly with that scenario.
But here, disobeying orders, risking prison, and all just to sell artifacts on the black market seems hugely disrespectful when it's a sergeant in the army. Look, I know not every soldier is a saint, but this is the main character, and I'm just gonna take a wild guess and say they don't write him superhuman or complex.
Are you kidding me? He's one of the deepest characters in cinema. Just listen to this incredible banter when he's breaking into enemy lines to find treasure.
Slip out! This is not what we always do! I hate you so much! Can't do these things! Think about what? What are you thinking? I'm thinking we're probably gonna die here. I knew it!
Hey, they almost got every generic saying. How about they don't make them like they used to?
I didn't hear a single word he said at all in that.
Go again.
Lubba-lubba-dub-dub! Too many layers to count. At least we get a colonel who's trying to offset Cruise's awful character.
Too bad he's more like an angry commissioner stereotype.
2 assholes from long-range reconnaissance stealing whatever isn't nailed down.
We have no idea what could be down there.
You're getting in the hole with him.
Him?
Me? Oh, and he's also a dumbass.
I'll be right here holding the rope, Sarge.
Get a damn hole, Bill.
Oh, man, wait a minute. He just gave a long speech about why they're untrustworthy.
And now he's sending them
only
down there.
with this
What?
archaeologist who Cruise literally just admitted he slept with?
I had him in my hotel room 3 nights ago in Baghdad.
So, just to clarify, the mummy says the army is full of horny idiots and thieves.
And you know it's a credible source because the guy who wrote Transformers 2 is saying it.
You're the devil's taint, movie.
They roam around the tomb after partaking in some amazing chemistry.
What are you doing?
Fantastic. And they find the sarcophagus submerged in mercury.
There's mercury dripping from the ceiling.
Yeah, that's
Well,
that's not good.
That's different.
The ancient Egyptians believed that weaken the evil spirit.
Well, now we know better. Stuff will kill you. Yeah, after it makes you crazy.
Kinda like what not reading a script before you sign on to a franchise does. After finding Almanet's tomb, they're suddenly attacked by bugs. Yeah, remember how they were a big thing in the Brendan Fraser one? Well, now they're back to wreak havoc.
Ugh.
We're not even poisonous! It's deadly! Okay.
Huh, so much for that. So, Cruz has a weird vision of Amunet just before this hilarious scene.
Tell Greenway to get this thing out of here, or he's going to have to explain why he left me behind.
What?
Do it!
It's funny because she backed up in a weird way.
No, it isn't.
You think I don't know that? They take possession of their tomb and bring it to their base. Is there really no better way to transport that?
Why?
But apparently, Cruz's friend gets possessed by the mummy and starts killing people.
Bill, put the knife down.
Don't make me shoot you again, 80s style. I'm turning the gun, I'll do it. Oh my god, that's so cool, I want to do it again. 80s style.
But the film wants to rip off Hitchcock, too. Why not? It's ripped off from everything else.
Parachute!
to the film's credit, it is kind of cool seeing them fly around in the plane. You know they combined the anti-gravity techniques from Apollo 13 with a spinning set to create a really neat combo of effects.
Too bad the plane looks just as fake as the one in Superman Returns.
My movie, bitch. Laters. The plane crashes, but Cruz mysteriously survives without a scratch on it. And Big Shock, he gets to show off his body again. Yes, Cruz, you're very cool. Somebody said that. You can stop trying now.
Cops come across the crashed plane, and now it's just waiting for the jump scare.
Okay,
Do we never explain how he survived?
Just tell me when it happened so I can pretend like I haven't seen it a million times.
Will do.
Okay. Wow. I actually thought it wasn't gonna happen. I actually thought it wasn't gonna happen.
She transforms the cops into the walking duds as we cut back to Cruz with Jenny.
Did you get out of that plane? There's not a single scratch on your body.
Well, he's just going through an incredible experience coming back from the dead, which is essentially what this entire film is about. How's he gonna react to it? God, this movie gets it!
Where's that Brendan Fraser, like...
seems to be a possessed ghost that only Cruz can see. Why? Cruz is already possessed. We don't need another one. I don't even get it. Why is one a ghost and one invincible? There's too many different rules.
You know, I always thought I had a chance with her. What? How do you squander that?
There's mercury in that too.
I mean, how do you mess that up?
Oh, I get it now. It's so they can steal from American Werewolf in London. And that's the word, steal.
It's in my head. It's in my head.
No, it's not.
I'm going completely crazy.
Please believe me.
I'm cursed, Nick.
Until the werewolf's curse is lifted.
This is going to get a lot worse.
I'm not having a nice time here.
It doesn't come off as a spoof or self-aware. It's not even really a common cliche. It's just stealing. In fact, there's too many people under the mummy's control. Tom Cruise, his friend, and these zombie cops all seem to be under different types of possessions. It makes it harder to get an idea how this mummy works or even what to be afraid of. If Freddy Krueger got me, I know I'd be in a dream and he'd torture me. If Dracula got me, I know I'd be bitten and turned into a vampire. But if this mummy got me, I don't know. I might be a zombie, I might be invincible, I might only be able to talk through a mirror. But wait, there's even more.
We've been searching for the dagger of Set. Set is the Egyptian god of death. The dagger and the stone together had the power to give Set physical form.
Oh, and now we have to worry about the god of death, too? The movie's called The Mummy. Why not just focus on the mummy?
Yeah, like in Frankenstein, the monster is all you need. It's not like the monster and Satan are going to go throw little girls in ponds. One is enough. Speaking of which, where is our monster? The film's almost halfway over and we've barely seen her.
Well, Cruz gets a vision to find her in a church where she finally reveals herself right after that same spark effect from earlier.
Is the film trying to set itself on fire? What is that?
She uses her minions to trap him, and she finds the blade to sacrifice him to release the god of death.
So, she just sensed the blade was in that statue?
I guess, but she also realizes the stone is missing.
Wait, she could sense that the blade was there, but couldn't sense that the stone wasn't attached? In fact, why didn't she take it out earlier to prepare? Why did you wait for Cruz to get there? Isn't that not thinking ahead?
What is this movie?
There's a perfectly logical explanation for all this.
Jenny comes in to save him, but much like the movie though, they're going around in circles and her minions send them off a cliff.
That seems to be the one thing this movie knows how to do well.
Crash and burn?
Yep.
Yeah.
But our men take her down with
Our thrilling mummy, everybody. Nothing can stop her except wires with something sharp at the end of them.
They should have just sent an army of Mabels after her.
Cruz is taken to a secret location
what?
in London where we get cameos in jars. The creature from the Black Lagoon's hand, a vampire skull.
Look, Howard the Duck is in the back.
Russell Crowe, the Nick Fury of this movie, in the role of, who else? Dr. Jekyll.
I would like, if I may, Miss Thornton, to tell you a story.
No!
No!
Why are you telling 5 stories? Just stick to one!
This is the middle of the film, which would normally be where all the exposition goes. But we've already had so much exposition already, we're tired out. Even the mummy herself starts telling us stories, and the same scattered flashbacks play.
This movie's slow in all the wrong ways and fast in all the wrong ways.
Yeah.
But wait, here's a big surprise. Jenny was working for this organization the whole time.
Why is that a big surprise?
Because he looks surprised.
What was I supposed to tell you? Would you even have believed me?
She's so boring, we barely know what she's like. How am I supposed to know if this is in character or not?
Yeah.
Well, we know she doesn't want the mummy dissected so she can know more about her world, so she tries to talk to her. For about 2 minutes.
What you truly wish to know. What I have seen. Yes. And you will when I
Kill you.
Wow, she makes one weak threat and she's like, I don't need to know about your world anymore.
She has tough bones.
You think so?
I have no idea, she's boring.
Welcome to a new world of gods and monsters.
That's the closest thing to an homage you fanboys are getting. Dicks.
But Crow reveals that he wants to kill Cruz so he never becomes the god of death. And he's surprisingly blunt about it.
Certain sacrifices must be made.
Henry, are you planning on killing him?
Mr. Morton here essentially killed himself when he severed the barrier chain.
You want to put the stone in a dagger and stab him with it?
The dagger will allow Set to enter his body and
You know!
He's right there.
Right? What, stabbing with that?
precisely.
Intentionally? I don't know, it's more stupid. Crow admitting he's gonna kill Cruz, or Cruz just standing there listening to him? He's acting more like he just heard a bad pay package for his cell phone.
No matter what I do, you are going to die.
I'm not interested in that at all. I'm not going anywhere until I get a no-credit lease-to-own agreement.
Jekyll starts to turn into Hyde, though.
Are you sure? I think that's just how he is when he's drunk.
And they fight while the mummy possesses someone else to help her escape.
I'm a younger man, but you best learn to be wary of a man like me.
Younger man? Cruz, you're 2 years older than him. Can you kill your ego for just a few seconds?
They
What?
escape, of course, but the mummy hunts them down with all her powers.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's...
Boy, I didn't think Brexit would be this bad.
Screams, buildings blow up, people run, yeah, pretty generic shit. This doesn't even feel like a theatrical film. Feels like a Sci-Fi Channel movie of the week.
Yeah, it feels like
Hey, look, they have the
shocking.
face in the storm. It's not the original Mummy movie, but it's a Mummy movie. They even have the Brendan Fraser moment of somebody making a stupid face while stating the obvious.
Wow, that was intense.
What was that?
Oh, that just felt like a line that was put in for the trailer, so I just threw that in there.
Isn't all of this just a trailer already for future films, though?
So
now she's using the corpses of medieval knights to chase after him.
Zombie Nights in London. Remember when this used to be a mummy movie?
No.
Me neither.
Yeah, this
He
movie...
swims through a Castlevania level to find Amenet is waiting.
I swear, his reaction here is the exact same reaction of all the people who saw this on the big screen. That's right, all 2 of you had that reaction.
But oh no, Jenny is dead. God, no, not her. She had so much character.
Please.
Actually, most of the climax is just Tom Cruise getting his ass kicked. It's more funny than suspenseful.
Oh!
Please not with the throwing and the smashing and the that!
But he decides out of nowhere that he does want to be the god of death. Why? So he can have literally 4 eyes?
But it doesn't take him over. Or something, I don't know. It's not very well explained. And he uses his new powers to defeat her.
Ooh, now that was the move of someone who just blew up buildings. A slap. Look out for the mummy. She might slap you. What the hell happened to the powers you had before, you dummy mummy?
He defeats her and turns into Blackheart from Ghost Rider to bring Jenny back, seemingly fighting the evil that's inside her. But an even more important resurrection takes place. Our comic relief veil.
Thank you for bringing me back to life and everything, Nick.
Come on, admit it. Cruz was more in love with him than he was with her.
Then he rides off with all his power, leaving the door open whether or not he'll use them for good or evil.
What are you doing?
Shouldn't that be more of Dr. Jekyll's thing? You know he's in the movie, right? Isn't this kind of a redundant idea with Cruz's character? What even is Cruz now? He's not any of the classic monsters. Is he the new mummy? Is the other mummy dead? Why should I be excited for any of this? You couldn't even tease the future movies right. And this movie's sole purpose is to tease other movies. A good tease would be building up the Wolfman, because we know what that is and can get excited for it. When you see Thor's hammer at the end of a movie, you know Thor is coming. When you see the Joker card at the end of a movie, you know the Joker is coming. But what am I supposed to do with this? Think Tom Cruise now has epic farts that can cause sandstorms? I'm not excited. I'm confused and pissed off. This movie's terrible.
That it friggin' is. Aside from him becoming bland Helsing, I don't know what kind of world this is trying to set up. It focuses too much on planning ahead rather than focusing on what's right in front of you. You can't grow a garden if you can't figure out how to plant your first flower.
Yeah. The reason to do a reboot is to do something different or improve on it. The classic Universal crossovers had their faults. Frankenstein meets the Wolfman worked well when it was two monsters, but when they started throwing Dracula in, House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, it started to become a mess because they couldn't really figure out how to write all the monsters into one film. But this is not an improvement. It follows every modern trend without.
It would have been, save the references, save everything for the end of the movie. Don't do this in the beginning or the during.
The band is following every popular style of music. The hippie flower phase, 80s glam rock phase, and every time they join the trend, they're just a bit too late. The Mummy follows the zombie trend, action trend, superhero trend. It throws everything in the pot, but not in a fun, self-aware way. It's like it's really trying hard to cast out a big net and be the most popular thing possible. It's overly confident that this is the first chapter in a cinematic universe, when really, this epic first step is an epic misstep.
If this had been earlier, it might have worked.
You were right, nerd. It wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it would be.
I don't remember saying that.
You're right, because it was awful, and I hate anything that sounds so weird on it!
Hey, it's alright. Why don't you calm down, Critic? Why don't you watch something good for a change?
Yeah, I guess I could.
I even left a new movie on your desk. It's based on an anime that's supposed to be really good.
Huh? You did? I didn't notice that there the whole time. How strange. And yeah, I've heard good things about that anime.
Yeah, so obviously the movie must be good, right?
Yeah, that's sound logic. Thanks a lot, nerd. You're not such a bad guy after all. I'm really gonna enjoy watching this.
You are an evil person. Oh boy, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. Can't wait to hear the screams of that. Alright, it was nice to get a crossover between these two again. It was nice. That was, oh, that movie, it looked good. It could have been good, but, Why, movie? Why did you do this? Oh well. Well, thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you there in the next episode. And, oh boy, I'm not looking forward to that episode. I feel for the Critic. I feel for him.